We're trying to use our Google Sheet as a very simple CRM or even as a task list here with different priorities. Maybe we have dozens, but sometimes we may have hundreds of tasks or CRM things, and we have these priorities. And we don't want all of the priorities on one sheet. We actually want to be able to go low and then maybe duplicate this and call it urgent. And we don't want everything here. We want just the urgent ones there, right? And we just want low there. We want these at separate tabs. So how do we move the whole row based on what the dropdown is? I'm going to show you that in this video. We're going to go up to Extensions, App Script. Just a little bit more setup is I want to take a blank one and duplicate this and call it medium, and then one more and call it high. Now we have all of our existing tasks here, but we have 3 other tabs that, based on the priority, they should go to that particular tab. All right, we're going to create a function called onEdit. Now, onEdit is a built-in function. It has lots of cool stuff. We're going to create an event here, and this event variable is going to have some really awesome data in it, meaning we know what sheet we're on, we know what row we're on, what column we're on. So we can say const row equals event.range.getRow. We know what column we're on, event.range.getColumn. The sheet we're on is actually spreadsheet app.getActiveSheet. And so if the column we're on is equal to 2, meaning the column is the priority column, and row is greater than 1, we're not editing the header, we want to move that whole row to the proper sheet. So we actually know one more thing, which is the value or the priority in this case, e.value. So when we're editing a dropdown, we're actually editing the cell or changing the cell to another text. That's going to be here in this e.value. And the sheet.get sheet name is not equal to the priority. Then we want to move the row. Well, which row? Let's get the row. Data equals sheet.getRange in the current row 1, 1, which is the number of the first column, and now the number of rows, and then the number of columns is going to be sheet.getLastColumn. And then outside of this, we'll say get values. And then we need to know where we're going. To target sheet is equal to spreadsheet app.getActive spreadsheet get sheet by name, and the name is going to be the priority. So target sheet dot append row, and the row is going to be the row data. Now let's see if this works as is. So we're going to change this low one to urgent. So that's update social media calendar. I think it's going to be, we failed because E is not defined in code 5. I think just a change in E to event. Yeah, E to event. Sometimes I do E just to make it super simple and fast instead of 5 characters of event. All right, let's try that again. Let's actually delete that and go urgent. And there it is. I think we need to add this here. Let's try that again. Let's do it with this one. Run QA tests. And there it is, run QA tests, and we have urgent. And if we have medium research competitors, there it is. So now the last thing we need to do is delete the row we're coming from. So we're on the sheet, we're on delete row, and we're going to delete the row. So how we're moving it is we're appending the data to another sheet, and then we're deleting the row we're on. So now we can change this to medium, and that deletes, and it's here on medium. But if we change it to low, let's say, it'll go back here, send invoices. Let's change this to low, and it's on the right sheet, urgent, and it moves. Perfect. Does not allow us to copy paste, but actually click and edit the text, and there you go. We are now moving the row based on dropdown to its intended tab. Hope you enjoyed that. Hope it's helpful to you. You're watching Better Sheets here on YouTube. Make sure you check out this video or this video and subscribe right now to get more tips, tricks, how-tos. Get more out of your Google Sheets than you ever have before. I'm excited to be making a ton more videos here. Ask me questions down in the comments and I will answer them in future videos. But for right now, right here, one of these videos is going to be your next Google Sheet.